Baby mama and baby daddy culture is destroying this whole world. Let me tell you something. One thing I noticed is that too many people nowadays, they enjoy being a baby daddy. They enjoy being a baby mama. In society they promote it. They promote being a baby daddy. Men will talk about they got 4 or 5 baby mamas. Women will talk about they got 2, 3, 4, 5 baby daddies. And too many people nowadays, they try to make you look like it's something cool. They try to make it look like it's something hot when it's really not. Too many people, they're just too comfortable just sleeping around with different people. They're too comfortable just being all over the place with different sex partners, not even knowing that they're putting their own lives at risk. And some people know, but they don't even care. So you mean to tell me, you as a woman, you're comfortable just being a baby mama. This man, he has a history of sleeping around with different women without marrying them. And yet you're comfortable being the 5th, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 baby mama. You have no problem with that. You have no problem letting this man stay in your house, use your car. You have no problem paying this man's bills while he not even willing to commit to you. And you guys been together for like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. You guys got multiple kids and everything. And yet you cool with that. Same thing for all you men. All you men got all these different kids by all these different women. I heard about men having 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids by like 5, 6, 7, 8 women. My thing is, you're just gonna keep sleeping around the place and having all these kids. But guess what? Can you fully take care of them? Can you fully bear the responsibility? You don't even really respect these women, because if you really did, you would commit to them. You look at them as a wife. But a lot of y'all just use a lot of these women just for a quick pleasure. Just for a quick fix. Just to get quick sexual needs. You see, this baby mama, this baby daddy culture, I've done videos in the past, right? Talk about boyfriend, girlfriend is not biblical. It's not of God. There's nowhere in the Bible where God says boyfriend, girlfriend. He said husband and wife. He never says boyfriend, girlfriend. You never find that in the Bible. And of course, I'm not saying that you can't get to know somebody, of course, because you're not just going to meet somebody the first day and just marry them. But, at least get to know, but at least marriage should be the end time goal. It should be a goal in the end. You shouldn't be with somebody for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. You guys got multiple kids and all this, and yet none of you guys are married. And I sometimes get disgusted when I hear people talk about baby mama, baby daddy. Like, no, husband and wife. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all really comfortable with people who not willing to commit to you? They don't even respect you enough to commit to you. They don't even view you as a potential partner. Especially for a lot of you women, you gotta reevaluate a lot of these men. They really look at you, some of you guys, just as sex objects. They're not even willing to take you to your parents' house. They're not willing to take you to go get a ring. They're not willing to commit to you. That's usually for sexual needs. And they sometimes borrow stuff like your car to get around. And yet you comfortable with that. You see, a lot of y'all who push this baby mama, baby daddy stuff, a lot of y'all gonna be in hell. I was gonna be honest, a lot of y'all gonna be in hell. A lot of y'all gonna be in the lake of fire. God never called you to be a baby mama. He never called you to be a baby daddy. That is not what God called you to do. He called you to follow him, and when it comes to relationships, he called you to be a husband and a wife. He did not call you to be false counterfeit relationship that comes from the enemy. You see, the enemy, he promotes sexual promiscuity. The enemy promotes sexual sin. The enemy will make it look like it's cool to sleep all over the place, have these different baby mamas and baby daddies. He make it look like it's hot. And then guess what? I say it makes it look like it's hot because he knows he's going to end up catching an STD or STI. And I end up with the enemy, he knows that you're going to end up catching a plague in the end. You'll catch an HIV or AIDS. He knows you're going to, if you die like that, you're going straight to hell. So you willing to tell him you want to sacrifice your eternity just for a few seconds of pleasure, and to have all these different kids. I think I heard a story about some guy the other day. He was like, had 20 kids. I know people back in the day had kids, but they had more time to take care of them. How can you really take care of 20 kids in America, especially if you got a job and you all these responsibilities, and you're not even married to a woman? You got to take care of all these different kids by all these different women. Some men, they got different kids all over the place. I heard about some men having different kids in all these different states, in all these different countries. How can you fully spend time with your kid in person when you got kids in all these different areas? You help me explain this. Hey, explain this to me, because I genuinely want to know. It's one thing if you married to somebody, right? This is what we talk about, the family structure. When you married to somebody, you guys are married. You guys got, 4 or 5, 6 kids together. But yet, guess what? You guys all live in the same household. You always spend time with your kids. You're married to your wife. You're married to your husband if you're a woman. You guys got a good family structure. But this lack of family structure was destroying society. That's why you see so many kids acting a fool nowadays. Because some of them, they have no real guidance, especially from their fathers. Because their daddy never really took care of them. Their daddy just had kids all over the place and just left them. This baby mama and baby daddy, a lot of y'all who push this stuff, y'all gotta really stop, man. Because this stuff is destroying society. That's why the family structure, especially right here in America, just gone to shambles. It's gone to nothing because too many people, they keep pushing this nonsense. This baby mama, baby daddy nonsense. You got people fighting over each other. Talk about, oh no, girl, that's my baby daddy. And the next girl going back, oh no, that's my baby daddy. Man don't respect both of y'all women. Because if he did, he would have married one of y'all. Look, he made kids with both of y'all, and guess what? He probably got that woman in the side. Same thing for all you men. Some of you men be fighting over some of these women, and guess what? Some of these women don't respect y'all as men. Y'all just throwing yourself out there for women who will even give you the time of day. Now you help me understand if that makes sense. Does that really make sense? Let me tell you something. This is why sexual sin is so rampant in society nowadays. I've seen too many studies of things like HIV and STDs on the rise. And when I really look at society, I really see it. Because a lot of people, they look up to these rappers. They look up to all these mainstream rappers. But you gotta understand, these mainstream rappers, these mainstream artists and celebrities, they don't even have a strong structure. A lot of these rappers be having all these different kids by all these different women. A lot of these women be sleeping all over the place to all these different men. And yet that's what you envy. People who don't even value their body as a temple of God. They don't even view their body as a temple of the Holy Spirit. They're just nasty. They just sleep all over the place. They just treat their body. They don't even have no respect for themselves. Because a person who really respect themselves is not going to just be sleep with anybody. Because real people who got standards, they actually have boundaries. Real men, real women got standards. Like, no real man is going to be sleeping with any type of woman. He got standards. There's certain women that he ain't rocking with. Same thing with real woman, especially real woman of God, real men of God. There's certain people they ain't rocking with. A real woman of God not rocking with no worldly man. She not just rocking with any type of man. She want her a godly man. A man who could lead her. A man who could draw her closer to him Most High. Not no man who gonna lead her into sin and could cause her to go to hell, go to a lake of fire in the end. It's not worth it. For all you guys who push this baby mama, this baby daddy nonsense, it's not worth it in the end. It's not worth it. You're just gonna end up having all these different kids by all these different people. And guess what? A lot of times they end up becoming a cycle. It ends up becoming a generational curse. You had all these baby daddies, baby mamas. Then your kids continue the cycle. Then their grandkids consider the cycle. Then their great grandkids consider the cycle. They continue and continue and continue. Until you next thing you know. And the only way that curse could break if someone becomes a follower of Christ and they break that curse themselves. But until then, this cycle is going to keep continuing. Because many people, they don't respect their relationship with God. They don't really respect for themselves. Some people have no care for their life. They don't care if they catch STEs. Some people, they just take everything for a game until it hits them in the end. We even had a few rappers. I believe that rapper was his name in the 90s. Eazy-E, he died of AIDS. Man was sleeping around these different women. Now, you explain to me, was it really worth it in the end? He ended up cutting his life short. Many people have died over the years from HIV and AIDS. Is it really worth it in the end? Catch all these nasty diseases like gonorrhea. All these nasty things. That's why God said wait until marriage. Because that's when you're going to really know if someone really love you or not. Because a real person who love you, a real man, a real woman, they're going to wait till marriage. Because intercourse is just the ice in the cake. You got to love somebody for who they truly are. A lot of these people, a lot of these men, a lot of these women, they don't really like you. They're just getting sexual pleasure from you. They're just getting a quick fix. A lot of people are sexually addicted. They got sexual addiction demons on them. So they got spurs to lust. They're just getting a quick fix to satisfy their demons, satisfy their needs. Then after they're gone. They're going back to minding their own business. Well, guess what? A lot of times, especially all you women, you left with the kids by yourself. Then while you'll be trying to argue with these men, talk about, you gotta spend more time with your kids. How dare you're a deadbeat father, but you know the man wasn't really nothing from the beginning. So why are you shocked? A lot of people, they be shocked at this stuff, but a woman wasn't good from the beginning. And you still chose to be with her. You still chose to be with him. So who's that? That's really on you to blame. You're nobody to blame but yourself. Don't even try to blame God. A lot of people try to blame God. Say, how could God not do this? How could God not stop this? Listen, God gave you free will. You chose not to follow him. You chose to do your own thing. So you got the consequences that come with that. But nevertheless, this baby mama, this baby daddy nonsense gotta stop. It gotta stop. We need strong family structures again. We need your husbands and wives like the Bible says. But nevertheless, guys, I just message be great. Blessings on to you. Take care. Have a blessed day.